TV. It's another edition of News Review this new week. I am Odunwayo Adelere, and with me in the studio today I have...
Good afternoon, everyone that is watching us all over the world. My name remains the same, Ambassador Rochimi Orilo, son of the prophetess, the man who is above.
Thank you for joining me in the studio today. It's another new week, and I pray it's become a fruitful one for us all. You know how we do it on this show. We bring to you news that made it to the top. We'll go to a commercial break. When we come back, we'll discuss the one we feel we should discuss. And our sponsor still remains Nokpa Abao. So thank you for always staying through. They are the producer of Nokpa Abao Mixture, Abao Co, Abao Tonic, Abao Bitter, Abao Energy Flush, and Abao Energy Powder. Whichever one you need, you can just send a DM or call the number that is showing on your screen. I want to say a big shout out to our CEO in person of Prince Dr. Noah Adeleke Oshe, popularly known as Ajala Kusangba, and he's also called the Transformer for boys and girls who are living in darkness. Thank you so much, sir. Without wasting much of our time, on Port newspaper I have Abuja Chinese supermarket shuts doors after Punch report. Kenya police arrest Binance executive who escaped from Nigeria. Ondo polls, Akiteriwa, others protest as Aida Toa wins APC ticket. Lagos schools resume today. Just in Abdusalam, Jonathan, others attend state police dialogue. And on Vanguard newspaper we have aviation foe, domestic airlines set to cut airfares. It may never be completed in the next 30 years. Peter Obi tackles federal government over Lagos Calabar. Ignore Ganduje's purported suspension, Kano. Babcock University lecturer shot dead at relaxation center. And on Daily Post newspaper we have tension heightens in Anambra as government murders over 15 residents in 2 weeks. Boko Haram, bodies of army officers, soldiers recovered from Niger community. It's shameful for EFCC to declare Yahaya Bello wanted, activist Israel Joe. These are the news that made it to the top. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk on the one we feel we should talk. And we will not be the only one talking. You can also drop your own comments in the comment section. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. The family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abao Mixture, the family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
You're welcome back from that short commercial break. That is our sponsor, Nokpa. Like I said earlier, we are wasting much of our time. Abuja Chinese supermarket shut doors after Punch report. Should I take the body of the news?
Let's go into the body before we know what we are going to say to the audience out there.
The Abuja-based Chinese supermarket criticized for refusing to allow Nigerians to shop in its facility is currently closed. Our correspondent, who arrived at the premises on Monday at 9:10 a.m., observed that the agency store was closed with an anti-theft padlock. Earlier on Sunday, Nigeria had expressed outrage over a discriminatory policy implemented by the Chinese supermarket, which restricted entry exclusively to its citizens and barred Nigerians.
Well, you know, let me come in.
Okay.
You see, the day the Nigerians realize that the future of this country lies in our hands,
that is when we'll start getting it.
That is when we will start getting it. For Chinese to have come and invest in our land, do you know the level where the federal government has sold the country out to that extent? Would anybody perform such thing in their land? I heard about the news that there was a guy that traveled to China, sorry, beg your pardon, China. Yeah. The guy established a company there. Immediately after the completion of the company, you know, the Chinese authority have to send some delegates to him to let him know that he doesn't have the right to import any goods into their country.
It only has
that
to be
every
China.
good, including the biro that is going to be used in that company, will be supplied by their country. Can that be done here in Nigeria?
I really wish it can be done in Nigeria.
Do you know how many Chinese companies that came into Nigeria?
We can't even count them.
They employed our people there. Some set of people that they appointed to be the boss over the Nigerians that they were being employed there. We be the one to tell the Chinese to dictate to them the amount of salary that they are going to pay to the workers.
If I'm to talk about what is currently going on in Nigeria, we see that we sold our birthright already.
Exactly.
Because if we check most of the infrastructural work that is being done in Nigeria, go and check very well. Virtually 99.9% of those that are heading those projects are from China.
Exactly the point.
They will tell you if you give it to a Nigerian man, they are not going to deliver well.
Very well.
So now we actually gave them the chance to come into the country to do their business here.
Now they are misusing
the opportunity. You are shutting the door
against the Nigerians that you establish the company right in their own land, in their father's land. Automatically, if the federal government is not looking into this, I believe one day we will just wake up and take the future of the country by ourselves.
I like you said earlier, you said somebody opening a shop, a company in China, and they didn't. I really wish we can actually implement that law also in Nigeria. But in a country whereby even I am not opening a company in my room, I order directly from China. You don't believe what I'm saying? We have lots of online vendors now. They will tell you that come and pre-order. We get our goods directly from China. Even we are not proud of what we own in our own country. And why is that? Because virtually everything that we ourselves are producing, like 70% of it are not even okay.
Okay, in Nigeria here.
And we don't have choice than to go over there to actually order.
Going out there to order is not a crime.
I am not saying it is a crime.
Let me tell you this. You can't deny the fact that our birthright is being sold out.
We sold it already.
What you have said. I believe the federal government has I believe the federal government should step into this and call all these set of people into order. If truly they are paying their tax, nobody that is going out there that doesn't pay tax.
We sold our birthright already.
You pay tax in their land, they also pay tax. But there are some limits to the laws that this set of people will come here to come and make in our own father's land.
They discriminate in their country. You can't come into it is Nigeria whereby I see that we accept everybody.
If you see the way they are treating Nigeria,
that's why I say it is only in Nigeria that I see that we treat everybody like there is no discrimination in your color or anything. But go over there, we see the rate at which you discriminate, xenophobia and all those. We see everything there. Why is it that it is in Nigeria where we give you free of chance, we give you free access to do whatever you want?
What happened is because of the bad leaders we have. There was a video that went viral almost 3 days ago. A lady that was traveling, that was she had a stopover somewhere. They had to call every one of them. Started asking, okay, you are from which country?
Immediately they hear Nigeria like this.
When they heard the lady was from Nigeria, the rest of those people that
were allowed to go
were taken to their hotel room.
But
the lady was stranded there at the airport for good 22 hours.
Can you imagine?
Like shedding tears. That what is the Nigerian High Commission doing about it?
About that one that happened. Federal government has their own fault, and virtually the fault is mostly from we the citizens that actually go out there. If you can remember vividly, there was a video that went viral one time when there was a fight. I don't know, one American country like that, and virtually everybody that was involved in that fight were Nigerians. So they see us, once they see us there, they see us as terror to them, as threat. So we need to build our home first before saying we want to go out there. If the foundation be destroyed, I don't know what the righteous can do.
What I'm saying is this: when we have a good leader, you say we need to build our home. Truly,
yes.
We need to build. How do we build our home when we have bad leaders around the corner?
I don't know.
Want to build it.
I don't know.
How are we going to build it? These so-called people that we call ruiners, not leaders, that are ruining the affairs of this country, are not putting things in order. So how do you expect the followers to put things in order? You will always live by example once you say you are a leader.
I just wish there would be justice for this. But according to the news, the supermarket has been shut for now. The supermarket situated at the China General Chamber of Commerce along Umaru Musa Yar'Adua Road in Abuja is acclaimed as a destination for Chinese cuisine and beverages. When our correspondent visited the supermarket to confirm the authenticity of the claim on Sunday, security personnel at the gate confirmed that the management of the store had given the directive at the beginning of the year without giving reasons. One of the guards who didn't wear his name tag and declined to disclose his name said prospective shoppers who are not Chinese are turned back at the gate as directed by the management. They also said, for now, that is the management, have stopped everything. The truth is that they are selling, but they said our people should stop coming. They said only Chinese individuals are allowed to shop here. The shop is only made for Chinese people. People were allowed to come in throughout last year, but since January, they changed the policy and directed that no Nigerian is allowed to enter. Though if we ask the management what actually happened, they might actually have justification for what they did. Probably one Nigerian has committed a crime.
Have come out to put
that's what I'm saying.
On notice board or to put it inside some of the newspaper. That
you remember
this strictly meant for Chinese.
Do you remember what happened at KFC? That happened to this former governor of Ogun State son, Benga Daniel. That's Debola Daniel, because it was you know what happened.
This is not meant for
disabled. Do you know what happened? You know what they did? They shot the KFC at the airport. So I think same thing is going to apply to those people if they did not come out with genuine reason. That is if. They have Ondo poll. Akiterewa, all those protests as Aiyedatiwa wins APC ticket.
I don't know what is wrong with these people that wanted to emerge by fire by force.
By thunder, by miracle.
This set of people ambition was like the one of Atiku, who wanted to do this.
See how many years the man has been coming out by fire.
That's why he has been dollarizing the party. But I believe if he contested for 100 times, he will never emerge as a winner. Now let's come back to
you are saying with information.
Let's come back to what
Akiterewa and Aiyedatiwa.
You know how long they have been troubling this man when he was the deputy governor of the state.
Yeah.
And according to his boss, his late boss, that was Rotimi Akeredolu, who died recently before he emerged
as the governor of the state.
Of that state. When there was a place, when there was a program where Akeredolu was even hailing Akiterewa, hailing Aiyedatiwa, telling the old congregation about the illustration of his name, Aiyedatiwa, Lucky, and other things. Orimisan, giving him several praise. I believe the pedigree has now come to stand. There's something we call pedigree, family pedigree in Yoruba land. We call it Oriki. So the pedigree of Aiyedatiwa has now come to stand. So you can't deny the fact that is lucky enough to become the governor of Ondo State, and he will still emerge as the governor of Ondo State. So forget about it. And let me tell this to the whole Nigerians that are watching, or to the whole world that are watching.
Okay.
If you are contesting for a post, somebody must be a winner.
There must be a winner, there must be a loser.
So if you are a loser today, does not mean
you are a loser forever.
So that does not mean you are a loser forever. So go and wait for your own turn. According to what Baba said, that was the president of Nigeria was contesting for the president for the
presidential post.
He said, okay, for the youth that says it is their turn, go and wait for your turn, that it is
my own turn.
So let the rest who are loser in Ondo State primary election go and wait for their turn.
You know when we would actually enjoy politics in Nigeria? The moment we see that this person actually wins and we support the person.
Exactly.
Then we will get our points in Nigeria.
This set of people don't have anything to offer.
There is no love.
They don't have anything to offer in the sense that they just want to emerge.
I just want to be there.
As an opportunity. Any post in Nigeria today, they see it as an opportunity for them to make money.
I see this people as an opportunist, like you said. But what I'm trying to insinuate is the moment we decide to work together hand in hand. Now this Akiterewa and others.
That is when love leads.
Then Akiterewa and others that are actually protesting against Aiyedatiwa, they are both in the same party. Now you know they don't love themselves.
And you
they are just there together.
You know this set of people can go to the extent of the campaign from APC.
Sure.
To other parties.
That is what is the
Aiyedatiwa to lose the election.
It happened in during the presidential election. So I wouldn't be surprised if by tomorrow I see Akiterewa in Labour Party.
When you see the way they were running politics in Nigeria, you know that they have nothing to offer us. They have nothing to offer.
The body of the news, the Ondo State Governor, Mr. Lucky Orimisan Aiyedatiwa, he said sounds just like the former president of Nigeria. Good luck, Ebele, Jonathan.
Yes.
So the way he marched from vice president to president and all that. On Sunday, he marched the winner of the governorship primary of the ruling All Progressives Congress in the state held between Saturday and Sunday. Though as one of the time of filing this report, results of the poll were still being announced by the chairman of the primary election committee and governor of Kogi State, Mr. Usman Ododo. Aiyedatiwa was in clear lead. As of the time of filing this report, results from 15 out of 18 local government areas in the state had been announced, and Aiyedatiwa won all 15. According to the chairman of the election committee, you know there are some results that once they announce, you just tell them no need of continuity. We already know who won. Out of 18, he won 15 already. Just 3 left.
This Ondo State here is where what happened last week was that so two person was apprehended.
Yeah, they were printing fake ticket and
fake ticket and ID card for members in Ondo.
Can you imagine?
All in the name of politics, they want to win by force. Are you telling me this same set of people have good thing to offer the people of that state?
Well, once you see somebody that just wants to get to a post without even thinking of anything, I just want to be there. Go and check them very well. They don't always have anything good. They are just there for themselves. According to the chairman of the election committee, Aiyedatiwa scored 42,035 votes from the 15 local government areas so far. That was at the time of filing this report. As of the time of filing this report, at 10:52 p.m., the committee had proceeded on a break. The Punch reported that 16 APC aspirants competed for the total of 171,922 votes. They include Senator representing Ondo South Senatorial District, Jima Ibrahim Olushola Okesan, former president of Nigeria Medical Association, Professor Francis Fadu-Ile, and a mechanical engineer, Ms. Dr. Fumila Waheed Adekojo, and the national vice chairman of the APC Southwest, Isaac Kekemeke. You see all those people that they actually called, they are people with good portfolio, they have good job. So the fact that you lose this election, this is primary. That does not say you are not going to emerge come 2027. But I see everybody shall want to be there. I must be. I must be called. Like I said earlier, there some people said when Baba came on board, that was 2023, and he started campaigning that vote for me as a president. So like, Baba doesn't have anything to offer Nigeria. They said he just wants to be called.
Become the president.
He just wants to be in the history of Nigeria. And for the first 4 months, when Baba came in, people were actually referring to what they said and that, did we not say it? Did we not say he has nothing to offer?
The hardship that was placed upon the land.
Yes, sir. The first 4 months was terrible.
It was terrible. It
was survival of the fittest.
It was like do or die.
It was survival of the fittest. Those that were strong were those people that could actually scale through the first 4 months. But I believe it's going to actually work the 4 years. We still have 3 years counting. Exactly. It's not even up to a year yet. So let's just keep the faith.
Let's keep hoping for the better.
Yeah. The last one, not the least, it may never be completed in the next 30 years. Peter Obi tackles federal government over Lagos Calabar project.
A journey of 1,000 miles
begins with a step.
Even if it's not completed in the next 100 years, I believe, with him, when they are starting, if they are doing the kickoff, they have started. So all this Lagos to Calabar highway that is about to be, I believe, the Lagos Ibadan Express Road started in
1 day.
And it was completed within some years, and which they are still repairing till date. So let's come together and work together, not criticizing what the present administrative is doing, because when it goes to your turn, some set of people will gather themselves against you and start criticizing you. I need to even ask a question for Mr. Peter Obi. If you were to be the one on the seat that started that project, would you say this? Would he embark on the project? Would you, even if you embark on the project, would you come out to tell us that it may not be completed in the next 30 minutes? That's why I said earlier that the moment you realize that actually Ambassador Rilu Arotimi won as the president and I, Ojuan Adelere, decide to work together with him, that is when we can actually get to our destination. We can get to our prominence. You have idea, you did not emerge as the president. Talk to him. Access to the president, you come together. okay, well, these are my plans, these are your plans. Let's see how we are going to move this country forward. Not that we
sit down wrong banner and start criticizing.
To criticize so we can gain the audience of other people that wanted to vote us into power. No, it's not done. Politics is not done.
And one thing this man fails to understand is Nigerians will always be Nigerians. Come 2027, if they don't want to vote you in, there is nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about it.
The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has tackled the federal government over the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project. Obi expressed his concern in a statement via his verified X handle on Monday. According to him, there is a present issue of numerous uncompleted roads scattered across the country, many of which, according to him, have been hazardous, death trap, and security risk. He maintained that embarking on another huge project that will not be completed in the next 20 or 30 years will only worsen the problem of abandoned, uncompleted projects that are not contributing to economic growth and overall development. Obi suggested that, given the state of the nation's economy, prioritization and fiscal discipline should be the critical guiding principles, insisting that the project will worsen the already sagging debt burden. The former Anambra State governor said most of these uncompleted roads have been under construction for several years and are unlikely to be completed anytime soon due to poor and unplanned funding. Yes, you actually said the truth. We have a lot of abandoned projects that they did not go. I can remember you talked about this thing in Ogun State. I think the airport and all that. There is no tower and all that. Yes. So there are lots, if we are to look at it critically and genuinely to speak the truth, there are a lot of abandoned projects, mostly roads. But you coming out to start talking like this to the federal government is not going to solve the problem. You have access to the president. You have access to whoever is in authority. You people can work hand in hand.
The point. This is how we are going to do it. Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way at least.
And I don't think
betterment of the whole country. Since you said you have the vision of leading the country to a greater height, why don't you bring the ideas?
I don't even think this president that we have is a one-way traffic man. I think it's somebody that is ready to hear from everybody.
It's not like that.
According to when he emerged as the president, he actually talked. He called, let's work together.
Let's come together and work for the better of the whole country.
I might be thinking in the direction of A, and probably it is the one that is coming from me that would actually work.
That is going to work.
So we join hands together.
Ready to the president,
not coming on social media
to say any negativity against what the president is about to do that is not going to be.
You see, most people that we have on social media, they are keypad warriors, and that is my agenda.
The railway line. It was during Jonathan's.
And Buhari completed it.
Completed it, and people were Buhari. Somebody started. Somebody will start. The other person.
This thing that he actually, this thing he wrote on his X handle, we have a lot of keypad warriors that are dead, that are ready to just drop, and they are just ready to fire back at whoever you are accusing. So go straight to the president. If you can approach him directly, I think if you call him President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should have your number, you have his DM as well. You can actually go direct message with him and talk to him, sir, let's work together like this. Let's do this way. I'm not saying you should leave your party, and I'm not saying Tinubu should come to your party, but from your party you can actually work with APC, and this country will be, we actually progress to the positive aspect that we want it to go to.
Exactly,
not sitting in that corner and criticizing
what the person is doing.
The one thing that actually affects Nigerians is this criticism of a thing. We have lots. Everybody has their own opinion. I have this, if we do this way, but come to them and tell them, oh yeah, they can't
perform.
So stop hiding at the back of the keyboard, and because we know you understand English. Yes, everybody can actually be at the back of their keyboard and start pressing it. But work without action, talk without action is just like I see you are just talking gibberish. So I want to beckon on Mr. Peter Obi. You can go directly to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and together we can actually take this country to its promised land. Then we've come to the end of News Review today. Like I do clamor, do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our Instagram, on our X account, on our TikTok, at Wisdom Yard Online TV. I remain my humble self, Oduwayo Adelere. Thank you for joining me in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Until we come again on your screen, be happy and be good. Bye.